Do modern samples feel soulless to you, like they're missing the magic that makes sampling exciting? Nowadays, it feels like all you can find are cookie-cutter loops, no creativity, no skill required, just drag and drop convenience. If you feel this way, you're not alone. A lot of producers are frustrated by this. But you might be wondering, why is this even happening? Well, it's placement chasing. Today's samples are mostly made by producers who only care about getting placements and getting their names onto big albums, so they pre-make their samples to be as predictable and easy to use as possible. But what are the rest of us left with? Simple, generic, boring samples everywhere. Just add drums and you're done. These samples pretty much leave no room for your own creativity or skill. But what if there was a different way? What if there were samples that offered more? Not just uninspiring loops, but real samples that are designed for real beat makers. Well, this is what I'm starting with my new sample collective RSO, Real Samples Only, with the first project releasing today. These are samples made for producers who actually care about the art of sampling. And to make things even more exciting, I'm announcing a contest with thousands of dollars worth of prizes, where the winners will also get their beats played in one of my videos, all to celebrate the launch of RSO. Best of all, you can even join for free. So let's talk about what actually makes RSO samples different. Well, for one, they are actually built like classic samples. It's not just the same idea looping over and over again with an RC20 preset slapped over top. With these samples, instruments come in and out, ideas change, giving you lots of material for your own beats. And to show you what I mean, let me take one of the samples from RSO Volume 1 and make a beat out of it. And by the way, this is actually one of the samples of which you can download for free. There is a full version of RSO Volume 1 which you can buy at realsamplesonly.com, but there's also a free light version with just a few samples. And it doesn't matter which version you get, you can still join the contest. So I'll quickly explain the contest before I make this beat. All you have to do is make a beat using one of the samples from RSO Volume 1, either the full or the light version, and submit it before this date below. Then I'll listen to every single beat and decide on the winners, and I'll even announce the winners on a YouTube video shortly after and share the beats of the winners in that video too. And in terms of prizes, for people who buy the full version, first place will get $1,000, second place will get $500, and third place will get $250. And for those who download the light pack, I will choose one person to win $250. So if you're interested, click the link in the description box below or just head over to realsamplesonly.com to get started on your beat. And I also want to give a quick shout out to my guy Serge, who was central in putting this together. If you want to see how some of these samples were made, click the link in the corner. And also drop a like and comment on his video too. And now I'm going to get started on my beat using this sample. So I like the way this part of the sample sounds here. It has a good amount of openness to it, which will allow me to add my own layers and ideas into the beat. So let's create a simple layer as a foundation for this beat after pitching this up. Now from here, I'm going to duplicate this sample out. And like I mentioned, these samples were built to have a lot of different instrumentation and ideas in them to help offer up a lot of ideas for you to use. And so towards the end of the sample here, for example, we have this great sounding woodwind, and I think this would be a great layer to add on top of what my loop is doing right now. So I'm going to add some delay onto the sample first, and now I'll use this sound to create a new layer for my beat. Now you'll notice that I was able to take these chops here and repitch them. The first chop was pitched down 4 semitones, and the second chop was pitched down 6 semitones and played in reverse. This is what I mean. These samples were built to allow for this type of experimentation. I'll even do this again to show you. Right after this woodwind, we have these strings and these pitched up keys that sound like bells now. And I think this would make for a great third layer, so I'll just use another copy of the sample and fill up more pockets in this beat using this. So far, I think this is sounding good. One thing that I personally want to get better at is building my own patterns with my own beats, so that's what I'm gonna do next. I will grab this preset here and add a bunch of delay onto it, and build a nice simple pattern that goes along with my sample. And as you've noticed, this beat is lacking a low end, so this could do with a nice bass line to bring everything together. So how about I use this sample once again for the bass line. So this chop here has some nice bass in it. So what I will do is EQ everything but the bass, turn on keyboard mode, and now using this exact same sample, I now have a bass tone that I can also use for my beat. Now all that's left are the drums and the percussive elements, and I got myself a beat made up of instruments and sounds mostly from the sample. So once again, head over to realsamplesonly.com or click the link thing next to me here. Make sure to get your beat in before the contest ends. And in about a month or so, I'm thinking, I will announce the winners. Hit like and subscribe while you're at it, and I'm excited to take a listen to your beat. Bye for now.